Meet Angela and Steve, both working in the hotel industry. When Steve saw Angela in Sudan for the first time, she was like an oasis in the middle of the desert. Steve had persistently tried to win Angela's heart, but with no results. However, where there's a will, there's a way.
We actually had an opening, and I talked to the director. And I told the director, why can't we recruit in, some few professionals within the company just to see how we can upgrade and all that. Apparently, she had done 3 applications, and they were very unsuccessful because they didn't want ladies in that hotel. So my influence kind of changed the whole thing. The next time I saw her, I told her to bring in her papers so that we can see what to do. And that's how she passed the interview, because I had intentions.
However, the love affair was cut short when the Sudan hotel management ejected all Kenyan nationals and Angela was left jobless once again. Luckily, Steve was able to secure a job for her where he was working. Though their relationship still continued secretly, the two realized that they cannot mix business with pleasure.
It was a bit tricky because a boss relationship, that's when we decided, I think we need to actually know what we are doing. And that's when she decided, or rather we agreed, that she has to come down to Amboseli, start work, and then now we can build a strong relationship that will actually lead to a marriage.
The long-distance relationship continued for a couple of years, and the two started planning a wedding. However, Steve had not yet done a formal proposal. But after counsel from friends, Steve asked Angela to be his wife in an exceptional way.
On a Sunday, with the congregation, and everybody was there, and then it's talking about loving me, and I'm like, do you really have to tell them that you really love me in front of the whole church? Well, it felt nice for that I can't deny. And then he said, you know what, Angie, I love you and all that. And then he went down on his knees, and I was like, whoa. I didn't expect this, especially in front of us. He pulled stunts, but that one was major.
The reason why she was really shocked, in fact, was because she was like, Yani, I'm getting married without a proposal, how? And she asked me one time, some time back, that I'm the one who even told her, we'll just get married. Hizo chana na hizo vitu mingi. Me, I don't have money. That's what I told her. Little did she know that we had actually gone with a sister in one of the, it's one of the shops actually in Nairobi.
They actually bought the ring.
We bought the ring
when we were doing our errands in town.
We were running errands in town.
Angela and Steve are currently working with a budget of 590,000 Kenya shillings, which is approximately $6,560 for a 300 guest list. The couple wants a simple but elegant decor and have opted to do a restaurant-style setup following a fuchsia and silver theme. The couple does not intend on having a committee and has come up with a strategic way of settling their wedding expenses.
At every end of the month, what we normally do is that when you get your dollars, you come to Kenya, change that money, and most of it goes to vendors. So that is what we've basically done for the past 6 months because of the wedding. How we planned ourselves is that every month we need to deal with either a certain vendor or a certain, one of the vendors, or pay some few things here and there.
Since most of Steve's family lives in the diaspora, they have been forced to cancel their wedding date twice, but they have decided to settle the bill for their accommodation on arrival.
Having lived out for quite a long time, and my parents are in Nairobi, so most of the people actually, to get them actually in place is very, very hard. Like my family, all of them have to fly in on that day. That's one of the challenge from Dubai and from the US. For her, the parents are in Nyanyuki and their schedules are a bit tight.
Angela is particular about growing her hair to honor her mother's wishes. And for her bridal party,
the girls, I gave them a free hand at the dresses, And I had actually told them whatever design you feel like you want to do, as long as it's uniform and it's the same color, I don't mind.
It's 3 weeks to Angela and Steve's nuptial. The two, who are both hotelers, met in the line of duty and after many years of courtship are finally tying the knot. Today, Angela and Steve are up and about with their tent supplier for a site visit. The couple chose this place because of its convenience, and they can only hope that the venue will be big enough to accommodate all their guests. However, they have discovered that the ground has patches. They can only hope that the management will be able to fix the problem before the big day.
She is my coordinator, Imani, and this is my tents and decor lady. And we've come here to the venue to check on the grounds and how we are going to set it up.
She's going to do something awesome, and I believe that with an expert on my side as a coordinator, she's going to really help us out on how to, go about it as a first timer. So hey, yeah, let's see what will happen.
The meeting has gone well, and I believe this is the best place so far because we have different strategic points where we can play with because the field is vast, and I'm sure the vendor knows what she's doing and she'll make something good for us.
We are really concerned as a couple because we've actually talked to the administration. They promised us that they will do, day-night kind of a shift just to make sure that the grass is greener. The last time we were here, it was green. I don't know what happened, but they'll work on it. That is something they've promised us. They've assured us in the next in the next week, we should come back and just see what is happening. So, hoping for the best, yeah?
It's 2 weeks to Angela and Steve's wedding. Accompanied by their friends, they set off to check on their wedding cake.
Looking at a 6-tire.
Six-tire with quick cuts.
So that we can do the two at the side for the parents? Yes.
Something like that?
Something like that, and then at least for everyone to have peace.
How many guests are you expecting?
About 250. 250, yeah. At least with the flowers, I would like you to play around with the other color. So because my theme is fuchsia and silver. Yes. So at least with these flowers, at least play around with a bit of hot pink.
So a touch of fuchsia, a touch of silver in between the flowers, so that it can just come out and look really, really nice. Yeah.
Next on the list, the couple, together with their friend, are heading to the bridal shop to check out the wedding dress. Angela wants a simple but elegant empire gown, and to honor her mother's wish, she has grown her hair to fit in her wedding veil.
Well, let's hope it fits.
Let's hope.
I'm looking forward to seeing how the dress will be like. I can't wait. I chose it. I can't wait to actually have the veil now, because the other time we were having difficulty with the veil. So now at least I know we can actually. My groom is here. The reason why he's here is because he's been with me all along. Throughout the whole process, he's not left me to choose my gown. He's alone, though the design was mine and what I wanted was mine, but he normally says he wants to see the product before I come and shock him with something funny.
However, The gown is smaller on one side. Angela has been promised another wedding dress, and she can only hope that it will be delivered on time.
I've been working out so to maintain it. The last time we fitted, I was actually asking her, because during the church service I don't want to have a bare, expose the top part.
One size smaller, but she will get her because there's some more that are coming.
3 days to the wedding, and Angela and Steve are having their dowry ceremony. In the Kikuyu culture, the groom must pay dowry to the bride's family in a traditional ceremony known as rorashio. Due to the rain, Steve and his people arrive at Angela's place late and has been forced to pay a fine. Next, the groom is given a hoe to till the farm by the bride's family. This in Kikuyu custom is supposed to test whether the groom will be able to provide for his family. Unfortunately, Steve did not pass the test, and for this reason, he has been fined before being allowed to enter the bride's home. Steve will have to choose his future bride from amongst the many covered women, failure to which he will be charged an extra fine. Unfortunately, Steve seems not to be lucky, and he has chosen the wrong bride, and consequently, he is forced to pay a hefty fine. After the sumptuous meal and a brief introduction, the two families head to the family house for negotiations. The groom's family must present the things requested by the bride's family before Angela can be officially called Steve's wife.
We are at my home. We are about to start what we call normally rorashio, which is a traditional event to where the girl comes, the man comes to pay the dowry to the girl. Well, we have waited for a while, but it's due to some technical issues and some here and there unavoidable circumstances.
Natural circumstances. Yeah.
But they are here, and the event has I can say it has gone well.
Angela and Steve's big day is finally here. At the bride's place, Angela and her bridal party are busy getting spruced up. The bride was worried about her wedding dress, but luckily it arrived on time.
Unfortunately, I got 2 cancellations from 2 people that were to do my nails. But fortunately enough, I have a lady who can actually do it for me. I was just working from one of my ladies designers, and then I saw that she actually does very good dreadlocks. So I asked her if she can actually do a highlight on my head and style it up for me. So she did this.
Angela's hair has grown according to her desire to fulfill her mother's wishes, and now she can be able to wear her wedding veil.
I've always told her, no, a man needs something on a woman's head. The man cannot shave, then the woman shaves. Just like I had wished, and I always told her, usinete mtu a rasta, because all of you will go to the salon together. So it is the woman who should go to the salon, then the man should go for gym to protect my kid. So the way she is, this is the best thing I've always wanted. Now, what about the head? She told me, no, I'll put up something like that lady who sings, Chizo.
Because again.
Because gays, you put dance. I said, no, I need some hair on that head.
The ceremony is supposed to start at 10 o'clock. It's now 30 minutes past 10, and they're running late. Meanwhile, at the wedding venue, the friends and family have gathered from far and wide to witness the two lovebirds tie the knot. Everything is set. However, Angela is still not present, making Steve one anxious groom. Finally, the bride is here, but she is 2 hours late.
To understand, it takes words to build each other. You may use all the money, I know, from Rachuonyo, you will spoil her. And Angie, when he spoils you, love it.
That I will love you.
That I will cherish you.
That I will cherish you.
That I'll protect you.
That I will protect you.
And I promise
that I will submit to you.
that I will submit to you.
That I will serve you.
That I will serve you.
That I will honor you.
That I will honor you.
I promise you today.
My love.
My love.
My toil.
My toil.
My commitment.
My commitment.
Shall be.
Shall be.
Unto you.
Unto you.
And no other woman.
And no other woman.
And in everything that we go through,
I will be your wife.
I will be your wife.
I'll stand beside you.
I'll stand beside you.
As a symbol of my love.
And my token of my commitment to you.
And my token of a commitment to you.
And the vows that I've made today.
In the name of the Father.
In the name of the Father.
And of the Son.
And of the Son.
The Holy Spirit.
Amen. You can put on the ring.
You better give them a better hand clap.
Wow, anajitia psych. Is she the one? Is she the one?
She's the one.
She's the one?
Absolutely.
She's the one, absolutely.
Definitely.
Ama, you could see her in that.
I can't miss it this time.
You can't miss it this time. You missed it. Acha tuone mahali Steve hupicha pesa. You know where it is kept. Bali wanapichaga ndio tutajua.
As the guests head over to the reception, the newlyweds are whisked away for their exclusive photo shoot at a designated venue. But just as the photo shoot is going on, they get an ants invasion. Luckily, they managed to pull the photo shoot through. The reception venue has a restaurant kind of setup, sitting 8 people per table. However, the ground still has patches, despite the fact that Angela and Steve were promised that all will be well before the big day. Angela and Steve, together with their bridal team, are back from the photo shoot and are joined by family and friends, belting out Kikuyu and Luo tunes to welcome them. As it is custom in the Kikuyu culture, Angela is given a set of traditional gifts.
Nani anaongea saa ile ninapea na nini?
my family who have been so supportive, and also my in-laws. I appreciate you all because you took me in and you made me so welcome, and I appreciate you.
We wish Angela and Steve a happy ever after.
Have provided. Great is thine faithfulness. Great